Well, goodness, you make us feel so welcome. Okay, here's one that everybody takes a part on. It's called Mama Don't Allow the Music Playing Around Here. Mama allow the music playing around here. Well, we don't care what Mama allow, we're gonna do what Pop taught us anyhow. Mama don't allow the music playing around here. Mama allow the Dobro playing around here. Mama allow the Dobro playing around here. Well, Johnny don't care what Mama allows, gonna play his Dobro anyhow. Mama don't allow the Dobro playing around here. Get it, son. The banjo playing around here. Mama allow the banjo playing around here. Well, Eddie don't care what Mama allows, gonna play that banjo anyhow. Mama don't allow the banjo playing around here. Allowing the Autoharp playing around here. Mama allowing the Autoharp playing around here. Well, Pat don't care what Mama allows, she's gonna play her Autoharp anyhow. Mama don't allow the Autoharp playing around here. Juice harp playing around here. Mama allowing the juice harp playing around here. Well, Pat don't care what Mama allows, she's gonna play her juice harp anyhow. Mom don't allow the juice harp playing around here. Oh, Miss Juice Harp America. Bass fiddle playing around here. Mama allow the bass fiddle playing around here. Well, Jim don't care what Mama allows, gonna play his bass fiddle anyhow. Mama don't allow the bass fiddle playing around here. Get it, son. Talk to me. Yeah. Thank you so much. Here's a song about a coal miner's daughter called Tecumseh Valley. The name she gave was Caroline, the daughter of a miner. Her ways were free, and it seemed to me that sunshine walked beside her. She came from Spencer across the hill. She said her pa had sent her 'cause the coal was low, and soon the snow would turn her skies to winter. She said she'd come to look for work. She was not seeking favor for a dime a day and a place to stay. She'd turn her hands to labor. But times were hard, Lord, the jobs were few. All through Tecumseh Valley. But she asked around, and a job she found, tending bar for Gypsy Sally. She saved enough to go back home when spring replaced the winter, but her dreams were denied. Her pa had died. The word came down from Spencer. She turned to walking in the streets with all her hate inside her. Was a many of men returned again to walk those streets beside her. They found her down beneath the stairs that led to Gypsy Sally's. In her hand when she died was a note that cried, fare thee well, Tecumseh Valley. Well, Pat and Eddie over there is going to get together and do one for you. It's called Soldier's Joy.
Are you ready, Ed? Yeah. Take her off.
Clap along if you want to. There you go. Yeah, come on now. That's fun. That's enjoyable. Here's a number that Sister Pat wrote. I like it. It's sort of funky. It's called You Better Listen.
I wasn't born yesterday. I got here a long time ago. I tell you, man, you better listen. There ain't none of your tricks I don't know. I felt your arm slipping round the gal next to me. I've seen you playing around where you shouldn't be. Listen, you better listen. There ain't none of your tricks I don't know. sister or your cousin. If I wanted a love like that, I could get 'em by the dozen. I cook your meals and clean your house and polish your shoes. I ain't gonna sit home singing the blues. Listen, you better listen. There ain't none of your tricks I don't know. I don't take no foolishness. I may be little, but I'm loud. You're my man, and remember this: two's company and three's a crowd. I took you for better or worse, but if you don't change, you'll be riding in a hearse. Listen, you better listen. There ain't none of your tricks I don't know.
Listen, you better listen. Okie dokie. Here's one that we're going to do for you that was written by a preacher. It's about a miner and a dream his little child had. It's called The Dream of a Miner's Child. A miner was leaving his home for his work when he heard his little child scream. He went to the side of his little girl's bed. Oh, Daddy, I had such a dream. Oh, Daddy, don't work in the mines today, for dreams have so often come true. Oh, Daddy, my Daddy, please don't go away. I never could live without you. I dreamed that the mines were all seething with fire. The men all fought for their lives. Just then the scene changed, and the mouth of the mines were covered with sweethearts and wives. Oh, Daddy, don't work in the mines today, for dreams have so often come true. Oh, Daddy, my Daddy, please don't go away. I never could live without you. Her daddy, then smiling and stroking her face, was turning away from her side, but throwing her small arms around her daddy's neck, she gave him a kiss and she cried. Go down to the village and tell your dear friends, as sure as the bright stars do shine, there's something that's going to happen today. Oh, Daddy, don't go to the mines. Oh, Daddy, don't work in the mines today, for dreams have so often come true. Oh, Daddy, my Daddy, please don't go away. I never could live without you. I never could live without you. Say, by chance, some of you out there don't know it, that our dad, Pop Stoneman, we're very proud of our heritage in country music because our father was the third country artist. to record on record. He recorded as far back as 1910. Dr. Archie Green, professor of folklore, University of Illinois, ran research on him, found out he was the only artist to go from the old acoustical and cylinder type recordings into full stereo before he passed away. Pat's got the Autoharp out now. We're going to do one of the old numbers for you now, Pat.
Thank you, Van. I'd like to do a song for you that Daddy first recorded this in 1924. When he recorded it, he called it The Face That Never Returned. Not too long ago, we were able to listen to the original recording at the Hall of Fame in Nashville and was surprised to find out it was a song recorded by others later on, except they called it the Wrek of Old 97.
Going down the grade, making 90 miles an hour when his whistle began to scream. He was found in the wreck with his hand on the throttle and was scalded to death by the steam.
They gave him his orders at Monroe, Virginia, saying, Steve, you're way behind time. This is not 38, but it's old 97. You must put Prince Spencer on time. Then he turned and said to his black greasy fireman, shovel on a little more coal. And when we cross that White Oak Mountain, you can watch 97 roll.
He was going down grade, making 90 miles an hour when his whistle began to scream. He was found in the wreck with his hand on the throttle and was scalded to death by the steam.
It's a mighty rough road from Lynchburg to Danville and a line on a 3-mile grade. It was on that grade that he lost his air brakes. You could see what a jump he made. So come all you ladies, you must take warning from this time on and learn. Never speak harsh words to your true loving husband. He may leave you and never return.
He was going down the grade, making 90 miles an hour when his whistle began to scream. He was found in the wreck with his hand on the throttle and was scalded to death by the steam. Oh, take it, gal. That's the Stoneman. We're going to feature Brother Jim. Going to have him do one for you. One entitled The City of New Orleans.
Riding on the city of New Orleans, Illinois Central's Monday morning rail. Got 16 cars and 15 restless riders, 3 conductors and 25 sacks of mail. Out on the southbound track I see the train pulls out of Kankakee, rolls past the houses, farms, and fields, passing trains that have no name, through freight yards of coal black men and the graveyards of a rusted automobile, singing, good morning, America, how are ya? Don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Dealing cards with the old man in the club car. It's a penny a point and no one's keeping score. Won't you pass the paper bag that holds the bottle? You can hear the wheels are rumbling through the floor. Well, the sons of Pullman porters and the sons of engineers ride their father's magic carpet made of steel. And mothers with their babes asleep, rocking to the gentle beat of the rhythm of the rails is all they feel. Singing, good morning, America, how are ya? Don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Nighttime on the city of New Orleans, changing cars in Memphis, Tennessee. We're halfway there and we'll be there by morning. Through the Mississippi darkness rolling onto the sea. Well, all the towns and people seem to fade into a bad, bad dream. The old steel rail, it ain't heard the news. The conductor sings his song again. The passengers will please the train. This train's got the disappearing railroad blues. Singing, good morning, America, how are ya? I said, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done.
Mighty fine there, Wichita. Mighty fine, Wichita. Hey, here's a number that we like to do for you. It's a little different than what we usually do. It's called Beans and Make Believe. I hear your footsteps coming across the floor. You've been gone so long it seems. It's so good to hold you and call you old friend. But then I wake up and I find it's just my dream. Yeah, I still got that room where you go through the alley and the door's so hard to see. Out behind Hamburger Heaven. And if you want to drop by, I'll buy a light. I'll even sweep off my doorstep. Yeah, I'm so tired of living on beans and make-believe. It's been so long since I have seen some daylight. My shades are drawn, I don't want to see. I can miss the sunshine like I've missed your sweet smile. But then I wake up and I find the same old thing. Yeah, I still got that room where you go through the alley and the door's so hard to see. Out behind Hamburger Heaven. And if it weren't for this crack in the wall, I wouldn't get no sun at all. I'm so tired of living on beans and make-believe. And if it wasn't for this crack in the wall, I wouldn't get no sun at all. I'm so tired of living on beans and make-believe.
Beans and make-believe.
Thank you. We appreciate all that noise. Okay, here's one we're going to do for you featuring Johnny. He's going to play one for you, one entitled Sand Mountain. In a bar in Toledo, across from the depot, on a bar stool she took off her ring. I thought I'd get closer, so I walked on over. I sat down and asked her name. When the drinks finally hit her, she said, I'm no quitter, but I finally quit living on dreams. I'm hungry for laughter, and here ever after, I'm after whatever the other life brings. In the mirror I saw him, and I closely watched him. I thought how he looked out of place. He came to the woman and sat there beside me. He had a strange look on his face. The big hands were calloused. He looked like a mountain. For a moment I thought I was dead. But he started shaking. His big heart was breaking. He turned to the woman and said, "You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille, with 4 hungry children and a crop in the field. I've had some bad times, been through some sad times. This time your hurting won't heal. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille." After he left us, I ordered more whiskey. I thought how she made him look small. From the lights of the barroom to a rented hotel room, we walked without talking at all. She was a beauty, but when she came to me, she must have thought I'd lost my mind. I couldn't hold her, for the words that he told her kept coming back time after time. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille, with 4 hungry children and a crop in the field. I've had some bad times, been through some sad times. This time your hurting won't heal. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille, with 4 hungry children and a crop in the field. I've had some bad times, been through some sad times. This time your hurting won't heal. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. There it is, a steel guitar rag.
Hey, here's a number that we like to do for you. We've been doing it ever since we first went to the Grand Ole Opry. First time we ever went on the Grand Ole Opry many years ago. We've been doing it ever since. Song usually gets old, but this one don't because we have so much fun doing it. One entitled White Lightning number 2.
Do it, son. Get. Way back in North Carolina, way back in those hills, there lived my old pappy and he had him a steel. He brewed white lightning till the sun went down. Then he'd grab him up a jug and he'd pass it all around. Was mighty, mighty pleasing, my pappy's corn squeezing. White lightning, yeah. Well, a G-man, a reverend or two, searching for the place where he made his brew. They were looking, trying to book him, but my pappy kept on cooking.
A life whitening.
Hey, everybody get real quiet now. Let's ask someone who knows what they're talking about and see what they think of white lightning. Let's ask one of those Grand Ole Opry stars. They sure know what they're talking about. Let's ask Kitty Wells. Hey, Kitty Wells.
Meow.
Why, Kitty, I wanted you to tell us what you think of white lightning.
I can't get enough of that wonderful stuff. I don't care what people say.
Ah, you little sugar booger, you. Hey, let's ask another Grand Ole Opry star. Let's ask a grand old fella from the Grand Ole Opry, Mr. Ernest Tubb. Hey, Ernest Tubb.
Oh, what you want, son?
He sounded more like Ernest Commode. Ernest Tubb, tell us what you think of white lightning.
Other kinds may come and go, including old black rose, but good old white lightning's here to stay.
Yes, sir, he sure knows what he's talking about. Hey, Pat.
Yeah?
If little Sammy Smith was here, if Sammy Smith was here, what would she tell us about white lightning?
Put the bottle in my hand. Then go on, get out of sight. 'Cause white lightning's all I need to help me make it through the night.
We're gonna get out in the nitty gritty now. We're gonna ask Pat and Eddie to tell us what Pop Stoneman and Grandpa Jones called white lightning way back when.
Well, they call it that good old Mountain Dew, 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 and then that big Dew, Dew.
Come on, clap along. This here. Come on, keep it going. This here. Well, the city slicker came and he said, I'm tough. Think I want a taste of that powerful stuff. He took one slug and then he drank it right down. And I heard him, hold it. You got to get this together if you're going to get on that bus and go to Nashville. When I do this, you stop. Let's start again. Well, a city slicker came and he said, I'm tough. Think I want a taste of that powerful stuff. Took one slug and then he drank it right down. And I heard him a-moaning as he hit the ground. Lightning started flashing. Thunder was a-crashing. Almost.
Stop it, then. It's enough.
Ain't enough. That's some good stuff.
Stop it. Don't drink it all. Save some for your ma.
White lightning.